Hey guys, it's Thomas here. Hope you're doing absolutely fantastic. Today, I couldn't be more excited to show you through our brand new plugin, Lumis. It's such an exciting and inspiring plugin to play through. There's a ton of brand new features and effects which I'm going to show you through today. And at the heart of Lumis is this amazing amplifier that does everything from classic console cleans, lovely gritty edge of breakup, classic rock tones, and the lead channel has so much gain on tap that you can shred for days. So there's a lot going on here. Let's dive right in. So here we go. This is the first thing that you're going to see, the default preset. And let me quickly show you through the layout of the plugin, and then I'm going to show you some tones and effects and everything that you probably want to see. So the layout is console. Now this guy has a dedicated circuit. All the EQ is specific to console, and you can use it with or without speakers. And then as we go over to the clean channel here, we get this real bold, punchy, clean tone. And all the switches and knobs in the amp of Lumis, they all interact with each other in really cool and very organic ways. We're not going to the spring yet. Let's crank it up to the lead channel. Alright, let's check out the effects. Starting here on page 1, we have our wah-wah with auto mode. We have the funk filter, which is a brand new effect and it's an absolute blast. We've taken shadow compressor and pushed it even further by introducing a mix and tone. We've actually made significant improvements to MultiMod in both the post and pre-mode. That's really exciting. I'll show you how that sounds in a little bit. And then we have a really inspiring effect. It's called Duo Shift, which has two hypertune based pitch shifters running simultaneously. You can create some wild voicing, and I'll show you exactly how that sounds very soon. Next, we have a dual mode drive pedal with a vintage and modern switch with added mid control as well. Great for those fusion lines or tightening up rhythm tones. Next up, we have a tremolo pedal, which has a ramp feature which uses the guitar input level to control the speed. Next up, we have vibes. Now you can actually turn the vibrato down to 0 just using the flutter to create this lush 3D space. So we have different ways that we can get that 3D depth, be it from wide, from spread, from the room itself, adding some air around that speaker, or now with vibes. Now as we go to the speakers, we have 20 different fully produced speaker chains, as well as IR loading. We have speaker voice edit, so you can control exactly how you want the speaker to sound and behave. We have filters, resonance and air, as well as room. And then as we move to the EQ section, we have shape EQ with both pre and post switching. We have mastering EQ, which is just great for those finishing touches. And last but not least, we have our post effects section, which starts with spring. Now you can actually turn that on just by turning up spring on the amp. And it has 3 different sizes, right through to a long mode. Then we have a 4-mode delay, start with standard, wide, pong, and primal, which puts the delay in front of the amplifier, more like a stomp box way of using it. And then we get to the reverb pedal of Lumis, which is a lot of fun. It has 3 different modes, shop for shorter spaces. You can make it longer, and you get a darker, more of a vintage reverb. Then as we push through to space, a really modern, very, very transparent type of reverb. Now we've also completely overhauled the bass treble, diffusion, and a bunch of other parameters and just buried them all into a single knob, which makes it way easier for getting different types of reverbs really easily. And last, as we go into Dream, we get this real epic space type of reverb. Lumis also has a dedicated shimmer which feeds into any 3 of the reverb modes, which gives you some really epic soundscapes. So the real magic of Lumis is when you put all of these features and effects together to create some really epic and inspiring tones. There's over 270 of them, and we'll start off with the Dallas Strat style guitar here, and then we'll venture into other guitar types as we go through the presets. Starting off with Amp Whisperer, one of the first presets in the clean category. So you kind of hear the more subtle side of the tremolo effect, just really adding that movement in the sine as opposed to the square. Square's much more aggressive. Where sine is a little bit softer, and it's great for those subtle. Now we get to hear vibes also without the vibrato part engaged, so it's just adding this lush 3D depth. And that is using the console. And you can hear this time it's driven a little bit. It's not using that super clean mode. So it's got a little bit more of a bite to it. To keep it simple, let's just move to the next preset in the list. So this preset uses the console channel with MultiMod in the post position, so you get that really wide vintage chorus effect. But let's turn that off for a second and check out the updates to the compressor. As we get to the console song preset, we get to hear that channel without a speaker, so it's really like plugging direct into a mixing console. Now jumping into the clean channel. Now, obviously we're able to boost it and really get a lovely breakup type of tone, but the tight switch is also on. And you can hear when we take that off, we just get this lovely big round bottom end. Super cool. The compressor is in there in the mix, but it's also blended in. And I love using this compressor like that because it allows you to give the tone a little bit more punch while still keeping that dynamic range of the amplifier and your guitar and your expression. Let's check out MultiMod real quick on the pre-position. Lumis can do those edge of breakup tones and gritty cleans, just like the amp's absolutely cranked in front of you, and you get that feeling as a guitar player through the strings and the sustain. So let's take a little listen to a dirty strat preset from the breakup presets. And the clean amp really takes the drive pedal incredibly well. So here's the same preset with a drive pedal on. I think there's a little bit more delay or reverb going on, but it's the same setup. Not the cleanest playing, but it sure is fun. Let's check out Smack Crunch. So here's Funk Filter with a console channel with Hypertune turned down an entire octave, so we get this real funky bass tone. Alright folks, I've switched to the Gem now. This is an original 80s Gem. Still such a great looking guitar. When I'm seeing this on the preview monitor, I'm like, oh, so nice still. The switch is not in the best condition and the knob falls off quite frequently, but otherwise it should be plenty good for what we need. If we go to the mid-gain presets, that's where most of the heavier tones are. And with the songwriter lead preset, we get to hear a real delicate side of the rhythm channel. All right, we've got the lightest guitar of the day, but lightweight, not light in tone. It's the Strandberg, and that was using the Neon Shredline preset, which actually uses the rhythm channel. The rhythm channel is actually amazing for lead tones, but let's check out some of the lead presets and hear how those sound. It's like, whoa! Some of the best lead tones that you could ever play are in Lumis. It's just absolutely outstanding. Oh no! That's pretty interesting because I can hear a little shimmer in the background there and it's filtered. Usually I would never use shimmer with high gain sounds, but we're using duo shift to shift not only an octave down, but we're introducing a 7 above as well. And that allows us to take real simple chords like this really revoice them. Now I'm going to turn off the vibes for a second. And try a different combination. But it's not just clean that it works great on. Here it is with the lead channel absolutely screaming. But we can take that ambience even further. Lumis also works great for bass guitar. So there we go, guys. That is a little of what Lumis can do. It's so inspiring, and I hope you can experience it for yourself. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel because I'm going to be doing a bunch of shorter, more focused on individual features videos of Lumis real soon. And if you enjoyed this video, do give it a thumbs up and enjoy Lumis. All right, have a great day. Thanks for watching.